Hey everybody, it's Erin Sum here with Erin Sum Confidence Coaching at erinsum.com. And I just wanted to pop on and share a little bit about my bold retreat that I had, not this last weekend, but the weekend before. I've been meaning to hop on and just took a lot of processing just to kind of settle into all the magic that happened and talk a little bit about how it came to be. So first of all, there was a lot of trust that went into creating this retreat. I've been dreaming of this for years. I actually stood up in front of a group in 2013 and it was a little bit different, but I proclaimed that I was going to one day have a retreat center or a retreat house on the beach where I would have retreats. And although I don't have the house yet, I had my first retreat. So back in 2013, I proclaimed that I was going to do retreats. And so I finally had my first one. And some of you know that I was hoping to have a retreat a year ago. And I realized that I wasn't quite ready for that yet. Business-wise, I didn't have the influence yet that I needed to fill a room for a whole weekend. Because when you have something that's a full weekend or multiple days, you have to have enough influence for people to want to spend an entire weekend with you and spend the money to spend the entire weekend with you. That's just the way it rolls. That's just the way the cookie crumbles on that. And I realized I didn't quite have a big enough community to pull from yet. So I moved it to this year, and I was going to do it in August, and August proved to not be a great time. The summer, people on vacations, and going back to school. It was right around back to school time, and so I said, you know what? Let's try one more time. We're going to move it to October. Kids will be back in school. People won't be vacationing for the summertime. And it took a lot of trust. Trust in myself, trust in my mentors helping me, trust in the universe, trust in it coming together. And these days, a lot of people like to wait till the last minute to do things, to sign up for things. And so even a couple weeks ahead of the retreat, it wasn't full yet. And I just kept saying, you know what? The right people are going to be there. I'm trusting that it's all going to work out. I had enough people to do the retreat, but I wanted a full retreat. Oh, and I wanted to show you something. So give me a second. So I just kept trusting that it was all going to work out and it would all be perfect, whether I had a full retreat or not. And a few months ago, way back in March, I think, I went to this 3 or 4 day event with a coach in the area, Maria Nemeth. She's written a lot of books and she has her own coaching school. And she taught a little bit different way of doing vision boards. And so I actually created one way back then. Can you see it? So this says, my life's intention, she asked us what our life's intention was, and we picked one for our board, is to be a contribution to my community. And you can see I have pictures of Tahoe on there, and I have pictures of the house on there. And it says, my goal, I host an amazing, life-changing retreat with 9 women attending in Tahoe by October 20th, 2019. Now, when I changed the date from August to October, I had to change that bottom part. But no worries, I did it. I put it on my wall. I put it on my desktop on my computer. And guess how many people I had at my retreat? 9. So I just continued to trust that it was all going to work itself out. It was all going to work itself out. It was all going to work itself out. And like I said, even just a couple weeks before the retreat, I had more people signing up. And so it was the most amazing experience that I could have imagined. The women came in, there was some fear. Not most of them didn't know each other. So it was like, okay, we're going to spend a weekend with these women and we're going to dive deep, tap in real deep to their pain and their fears and their limiting beliefs and their doubts, and talk about those things with a bunch of strangers. And we had a huge breakthrough the first night with one of the women. It was incredible. She'd been carrying something around for 20 years, and I was able to support her in breaking through that. And I talked to her last week. She said, I feel so much better. I've continued to feel so much better. And that makes me feel really good. And we had the photographer, she had some circumstances where she wasn't able to be there the entire day on Saturday. And so she was there in the morning and there in the afternoon. And when she came back in the afternoon, she walked into the room and she was like, whoa, what happened while I was gone? Like, you guys are different. You're showing up differently. Your smiles are different. Your energy is different. Everything had shifted between the morning and the afternoon on the second day. And that just made me feel so amazing. So, I was just so happy and joyful that I was able to support these women, and that the right women were in the room to support each other in these massive transformations that they had over the weekend. And so I feel so fulfilled and joyful that I was able to help these women that weekend, and that I was able to live into my dream, this first retreat portion of my dream. There's definitely many more to come. I'm planning a couple for next year. And it was my first time doing anything other than a one-day event. So to have a full weekend retreat was a pretty big deal, and it happened. It was incredible. We took pictures at the very beginning of the retreat. This was the photographer's idea, and it was brilliant. We took face photos of everyone, including myself, at the very beginning of the retreat, and then at the very end, right before they left. And I tell you, I haven't edited them together yet, but I've been looking at them together, and the transformation in their face is incredible. The joy that they exude on the last day in those photos, and the love that you can see in the other photos where they're hugging and embracing each other and talking and having conversations. You can just see the depth of the connection that they had during the weekend, and that just makes me so happy. So my point for you is that don't give up. If you have a dream on your heart and you want to do something and that you've been dreaming of and visioning for a long time, don't give up. Keep trusting. We live in this society now where it's like we want instant. Business isn't instant. People have to get to know you. They have to trust you. They have to feel really good about you and what you offer, and they have to really, really get to trust you before they invest money with you, before they spend more time with you. And the longer the event that you're doing, the more they have to trust you and believe that you can help them. And so it is a prolonged process. It's it's not an instant thing. I have people say, like, well, I've been in business for 3 months and I haven't gotten a client yet. And I'm like, yeah, and normal, and so you really have to just trust, keep putting the work in, believe in yourself, do that inner work. I've done a ton of inner work this year, really clearing out a lot of old stuff, a lot of old beliefs, a lot of old blocks, and the opportunities that are coming to me are absolutely incredible. I have something to share with you guys, but not quite ready to be shared yet, but very exciting stuff. And this retreat was just mind-blowing to me, and I'm ready for more. I'm so excited to support more women in their journeys to confidence and being bold and being courageous and really making their own difference and being able to step into their purpose and their passion in their lives and their businesses. So don't give up. Keep trusting in the journey. If something seems like a failure, a lot of times it's because there's something better coming, and the universe is supporting you in that next thing. And sometimes it feels not great to have that failure. When I had to make the decision to move my retreat to October, I could have canceled. I could have just said, we're not going to do the retreat this year. Not going to work. But I didn't. I believed, I trusted, and I moved it to October, and it worked out phenomenal. And so don't give up. Just keep trusting. Take that next best step, and keep moving towards your dreams. And if you're watching and you're not in my Facebook group, come join me. It's the Confident Woman Community on Facebook. You can just type in Confident Woman Community with Erin Sum in the search bar on Facebook, and you'll go right to it. Love to have you and do some awesome things in there too. So anyways, hopefully this was inspiring to you, and hopefully I'll see y'all soon. Thanks for all the love, you guys. Thanks, Michelle. Okay, bye, everyone. Have a wonderful day.